This is not the normal look for me. I pulled out the green screen today because I just want to change it up a little bit. I've had this thing sitting for about a year now, so I figured might as well use it, so I'm throwing it up here. If you've watched any of my videos within the last couple weeks or so, you've seen a lot of Hollow Knight. Now, for the viewers that subscribed for that, I want to be completely clear. This video is going to be for all of the new people. If you see my content before or you enjoy me for me, this is not for you whatsoever. Feel free to just skip this video and stay tuned for more Hollow Knight. Now, if you've only watched my Hollow Knight content, you subscribed for that, and you feel like I'm just going to be your Hollow Knight creator, I have some very unfortunate news for you. I am not going to be playing Hollow Knight for the rest of my life until I die. The reason I bring this up is because I posted a horror game for the first time ever recently, and this guy gave me a little comment I'm going to throw on screen here talking about how I might be falling off. Here's my reply comment. Feel free to read that. If you read it, you're going to have a better understanding of who I am in general and kind of how I'm approaching this whole content thing. So here it is. Feel free to pause the video and give it a little bit of a read. If you've been watching me for a while, you understand who I am as a person, but if you're new, you may not. So that's why I'm going to make this video. We're going to sit and talk about it for a second. That way you get a better grasp for who I am as a person and content creator. It feels really weird to even say, but I have to say it here because that's what the video is about. A little bit of backstory if you didn't read that comment that I left. I've been making content off and on since I was about 13 or 14 years old. So if you do the math, that's almost 13 or 14 years. Over that time, I have had multiple YouTube channels, multiple different names. I've enjoyed seeing the numbers go up, and of course, not so happy whenever they go down, but that is just how it goes. Nobody spends over 10 years in content creation and doesn't get used to the fluctuations when it comes to metrics. Now, I am aware of the whole thing of if you want to grow a YouTube channel, focus on one niche and really hammer it home, but I'm one of those people that just happens across the community from time to time, picks them up along the way, a couple of people join in for the long haul, and the rest leave. Now, I kind of want to talk about this for a little while now, but that comment kind of sparked the moment where I was like, maybe it's time that I address this. I do not care if you don't stick around if I change games. If you were only here for Hollow Knight, you might as well unsubscribe now. If you are somebody that is in the live streams and you're like, you know what, Dime, I want to be here for the long haul, this isn't meant for you, untype the comment that you were typing. I know that there's going to be a couple of you guys, I'm thinking of one specifically that would be like, hey Dime, don't worry, I got you, I understand, this is not for you. As I previously mentioned, a lot of YouTube gurus, the people that grow their YouTube channels from talking about how to grow your YouTube channels, would say that you need to focus on a niche. One could say that I could go the whole I'm a Hollow Knight YouTube content creator route and exponentially grow my YouTube, but I'm not wanting to sacrifice my pillars of my content creation lifestyle and what I'm planning to go that route. I very easily could take my editing style, focus on one game, and just blow up. Hollow Knight has made that very apparent, but I don't want to go that route. I want to be able to play games that I want to play and be able to switch it up the moment I want to, if I want to. I don't want to hard lock myself into a specific game. I actually sat down with my girlfriend and was talking to her about this comment, and she was like, I know you, if you played only one game and had to focus on that, then you would be unhappy. I'm constantly getting happier when it comes to content creation. I'm learning a lot of new things when it comes to editing, so I'm trying to expand my skill set in general while also playing things that I genuinely enjoy, picking up people that want to watch me for me and not just the content at hand. Hollow Knight fans are very passionate. That's great for the fan base, but not great for somebody wanting to get into it. I played Hollow Knight, a lot of comments were left talking about chat backseating, and I get it. Believe me, if I play for hours on end and I'm having to maintain it, what you're seeing in the video is only a fraction of what I'm getting in chat. Believe me, I see all the backseating, I see everything. I could have played Hollow Knight just by myself, only on recordings, not have the live stream, but there's people that would miss out on interaction if I went that route, so I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna play Hollow Knight, it's going to be fine. I felt like the best route for me was to play the game live and not kill the experience for the majority of people that would stop by there in the hopes to play towards the few that would get a certain experience that they were looking for. Hollow Knight as a whole has been a massive capsule of learning experiences for me, from a new genre of game to a new community. I've learned a lot of negative aspects about this because they're blaring me right in the face the entire time, so I'm going to mention a couple of those as well as the positives. Don't worry, I'm going to touch on those too. To tackle the negatives first though, if somebody's starting this game and they're doing a live stream, it is almost guaranteed that someone's going to ask a question that is blatantly just a spoiler. Hey, did you get to this one specific boss? I didn't even know the boss's name, and they're telling me a whole list about how to fight the guy before I ever even get there. I went through this a lot in the original Hollow Knight whenever I was playing through it, and now in Silksong I've only played it twice on stream and I'm already facing these things. I've had to temporarily mod people in order to combat the accidental and very blatant spoilers that get put into chat. I don't understand how a community of people can be so loving and enjoy a game and watch somebody for the first time experience it and be very willing to tell them all the things that they definitely shouldn't type in chat. Another negative aspect is people just blatantly wanting to push somebody a certain way when playing a video game. I'm almost 30 years old. If I spend my money on a video game, I'm going to play it exactly how I want. You can feel free to complain. That is your freedom to do so, but do not get upset whenever I come back at you and go, hey, I spent my money. You want to see somebody play a game a certain way? You hop on and play it and get out of my chat. I know that can seem a little abrasive at first, but if you've subscribed for only Hollow Knight, unsubscribe. That's fine. I'll watch the number go down. I will take the hit. If you've been watching all the playthroughs and you're like, oh, this guy's not playing Hollow Knight anymore. Like I said, just like hit the subscribe button, you can also hit it again to unsubscribe. You can leave a comment underneath this video being like, dude, I don't like what you said. There's 8 billion people in the world. I'm not gonna be one of those people that takes one super to heart. I just use this previous comment that I've shown to kind of launch in the conversation to show an example of what I have been having. This is only a fraction with the comments, but a large majority when it comes to the chat. But people being really pushing a video game is something that surprises me because you already know if you've played a game how this is going to go if you direct somebody towards a certain outcome. Why would you want to see that again from someone else's perspective? Why would you want to take the enjoyment of finding out this situation away from the person that has willingly given you the content of their first time reaction? I don't know why somebody would want to strip that away. Either it's by accident or just by pure wanting to control the situation, maybe. In the internet space recently for a while now, things have gotten really heated when it comes to egos and people's feeling entitled even on the internet as a random person, either across the country or across the world from somebody else wanting to kind of control that situation and flip it to their view. So if I'm not doing a certain thing, like getting a certain ending in Hollow Knight, then I haven't beat the game. If you enjoy somebody for their personality aside from just the game, this is something that I don't think would pertain to you. But if you are solely in for the game and the mechanics of the game and the complexities of the game, there are people to watch that are not me. For instance, spoiler alert, if you haven't watched all of the Hollow Knight videos that I posted, I got the ending where you become the new vessel and you fight Hollow Knight. A lot of people don't consider this the true ending, even though Team Cherry has said before that there is not a true ending. There's multiple endings. I got one ending and that's all I wanted out of the game, then moved to Silksong, which I've been playing recently. I'm completely okay with never going back to that game ever. It's not something that I want to stick to for the rest of my life. I might touch on it from time to time if I feel the need to. That's how this entire channel and my streams work. If I feel the need to want to play a game, then that's what I am going to do. If one of my friends buys me a game and they heavily suggest it, my interest is piqued to some extent, then I will play it, thus the Warhammer video. If there's something that I want to play and I just see general interest in it and I want to test my content creation ability aside from a game that I have been playing, that's how you get the video of me playing a horror game for the first time on the channel. I am willing to be open-minded when it comes to all these things. I can't say that I haven't thought about quitting playing Hollow Knight in general just because of the community, and I know a lot of people that are really passionate and the actual good side of this community are probably saddened to hear that. Just if they've enjoyed my videos thus far and they're wanting to see more, well then it's kind of time to keep people in the community a little bit accountable. Just be like, hey, somebody in the chat actually said this, is to sit back and enjoy someone's first time reaction to the game. Patience is a virtue. Just sit back and enjoy. If I was a viewer of a playthrough, it is my understanding that I would want to watch somebody stumble into something other than being controlling and trying to keyboard warrior in their chat to tell them exactly where they need to go, exactly what item to have, and exactly how to do something. Part of the beauty of content creation and watching people experience something for the first time is the authenticity behind it. I've touched base on this even on my main channel trailer video where I am authentically me. I have a certain approach. I do not want to stray from those core values that I set in whenever I first started this channel, and so far I have not. Another part of why I made this video is to kind of reiterate that, and I'm sure I will be doing this a little bit further on as the community grows, but I felt like it was about time that I talked about this since we've gained a couple hundred subscribers over the last couple of months. If you're new and this is the first time you have ever seen any of my videos, I do suggest checking out other ones. If you've only seen my Hollow Knight videos, I do suggest checking out other ones. Try to get to know me as a person, as an individual, aside from one game, because that's what you're in for the long haul. If you're subscribing or watching me, is seeing my natural growth and progression as a father, as a content creator, and as an overall individual. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm not here to pertain to one specific niche, one one specific audience member and one specific thing in general. At one point I was posting gaming content in a wide variety with absolutely no outline whatsoever. The next it was a weight loss thing where I lost 180 pounds and now I came back to gaming. So it does fluctuate, and that's what I want you to kind of sign up for, is the person doing all of these experiences. If that's why you're here, or if this video has sparked any interest in me as an individual, have subscribed or you left a comment, thank you all for watching this. Anyways, you guys can expect more Hollow Knight videos coming out and random things coming up as I get my ADHD interest in a random video game. Brother-in-law just told me about an Adventure Time game that I may end up playing because it's $10 on Steam. I want to be able to pivot whenever I can and enjoy content as I go. Decade and a half of content creation under my belt. I know how I want to do these things. I do appreciate you guys' comments, and I know that people that mean well do mean well in the end. So believe me, I completely understand when you guys feel like you need to say something, because I myself have been there. Anyways, you guys can look forward to more Hollow Knight coming in. I know that this is going to be the last post for me in the year of 2025, so if it's a new year for you whenever you're seeing this, I hope you have a great new year. Don't go too hard on yourself with the resolutions, and we're going to make 2026 something to remember. Bye guys.